Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Virgo. You can have Virgo anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher, and I've also been being called to say, like, you can be needing to access Virgo energy. Maybe you have some Virgo in your chart, but it might not be your star sign. So you could have some Virgo somewhere in your chart, or and you're like trying to, maybe it's an energy that doesn't come supernaturally to you. I just heard supernaturally, so maybe you're having some supernatural things kind of happening right now. Not necessarily, but I did hear that when I said super space naturally. So yeah, it's like a Virgo energy that might not come supernaturally to you. And I'm even hearing like maybe like your guides are trying to present it to you, or they're like calling you towards it. Maybe that's what brought you here, I'm not sure. So as I was getting into your energy, or as I was like shuffling the cards for you, and I will say that this is the second time I've tried to do your reading. The first time my phone storage said it was full, and it was actually like a really good reading, and I was like really sad to kind of like put the cards back, but these are all new cards because, you know, I'd already seen some of them. I like to just go into it fresh so I can read it intuitively. So I had to shuffle all new cards for you guys, but this is the second reading. Some of the same messages came, but not fully. Okay, so the very first thing that I was getting as I was shuffling your cards was like this almost like arranging type of energy, where like you're like arranging something. I don't know if it's some kind of arrangement, or if you're actually like, maybe you're like organizing. That's more the sense that I was getting, is like you're organizing something. Excuse me. It could be kind of an arrangement, because the next message I got was like a small audience. So maybe you are arranging something where there's going to be like some sort of like small audience. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. It almost feels like there's some event, and I feel like you're like you're planning it, or you're in the planning stages. Because also I heard bored and peeking out of one eye. So it's almost like maybe it's something you're not super looking forward to, but you're almost like, you're like peeking out of one eye, like, is this ready yet? I'm not sure. I don't know why I keep saying I'm not sure. Maybe you're not sure about something. And then it's interesting because I heard imparting wisdom, like, but I didn't get the sense that it could be that someone is imparting wisdom on you, but I was getting the sense that you are imparting wisdom on someone else. So if this is like some kind of event that you're involved in, like, you might have to like give a speech, and maybe you're feeling kind of self-conscious about this, but you also feel like nothing shakes Virgo, right? So I don't know, it's like, that's where that boredom comes in. It's like you're not really looking forward to it, but you know that it's your duty and you want to do it for that reason, but you're just kind of like about it. But I feel like you're maybe a little bit more nervous than you're letting on. This is interesting. And I was hearing like it might be like an older child, like you're imparting wisdom to like an older child. So like maybe your child is getting married, or is like graduating or something. There's something to do with like an older child. I was getting kind of like teenage to young adult kind of vibe. It doesn't have to be that. It could be just someone like childlike, or someone that you have been a mentor to, or yeah, there's just something about it, like a younger person here. And you're kind of talking about like preparation. And then you're preparing for something, but then something surprising happens anyway. That's what I was getting. It was like almost like you're doing all these like preparations, but then something surprising happens. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to start looking at your cards. The first card is the thread. Yeah, so I'm not super familiar with this deck yet, but I do want to say it's like this is that wisdom where it's like you're here. Let me kind of hold it up. Oh, I see a kitty hair. That's another thing. So my cat that's not very needy, before I came to do your reading, like she came and was like needing so much love and attention. And like I opened her window that she likes to have open, and then she was still wanting love anyway. And so it's almost like there's something there like maybe it's like if you have a child that is like taking a next step in life somehow, they're needing your wisdom. They're needing what you have to offer. And this thread is like, you know me exactly what to say. Because to me, it's like the thread is coming from the heavens, right? It's like, and you're like, you have your hand on it, like you know just the right thing to say. It's interesting. Keep an eye on that. Okay. Okay, your next card here is the soft threshold. I don't know if you can see that. The soft threshold. Gentleness, beginning, subtle awakening. Not all thresholds blaze. Some open softly exactly when you're ready. That to me is that energy of like preparation, like that wisdom that you're imparting. It's like that was the preparation. Like your life was the preparation to give this wisdom and to pass it on. And it's like not all thresholds blaze. Some open softly exactly when you're ready. And it's almost like that wisdom opens a threshold for this child. You could be the child. You don't have to be the wisdom here. You could be the person receiving this. Okay? Okay, so next we have Two of Cups. Yeah. You could have two children. It's interesting because like we have the Two of Cups here, and I'm seeing exactly two butterflies in this card. And then there's like two figures here as well for the thread. And then two birds. There could definitely be two. You might have two kids, or maybe it's like if someone is getting married, it's like the two people coming together. Because, you know, we have the Two of Cups here, and Two of Cups is like about really supportive love. And it just could be the two of you. It could be the parent and child here. That it's like there's just something very special about your guys' bond. Like you're always supported. And it's like, if you see here too, this like, it's almost like this is the parent, the one that's like on the flower still. And then it's like the child, they're like pushing the child out and like out into the world, out into finding its own like landing spot. Like it looks like this butterfly is going to land on this flower. So it's like, yeah, I'm getting like pushing out of the nest, but in such a gentle way, like a butterfly when it's pushed, quote unquote, pushed off a nest, right? Like that's not how it works, but they don't like kind of like fall and have to recover like a bird does. They just flutter. I just heard flutter by, like, I don't know if that's something for you. Okay, let's keep going. Oh my gosh, we have the whale. That's that wisdom. It's like you have so much to offer to whoever it is that you're talking to. You have, like, if this is your child that you've raised, or if you are the child, like, this child was raised incredibly well by you. They're ready, they're prepared. I don't know why that whale energy is kind of making me feel very emotional. It's like, it's, you know, because like Virgo, I feel like it can be difficult for Virgo energy to access emotions. But the whale is like the deepest well. And so it's like you could, on the surface, seem like this like colder person, but like deep down, the ones that know you the best know how like deep you can go. And they trust it. Okay, no, who's the fairy for you? Oh my gosh, the singer of initiation. And again, I'm seeing this like mirroring. I almost want to put this down here. And we have a 9, which 9s represent Virgo to me. But I almost want to put this here because it's almost like a mirror of this. It's like there's a line down the middle. And then, you know, 2 figures on each side. And to me, this almost also looks like a bird. Like I see like a bird's face in here. And it's like those are kind of like its ears. And it's flapping down. It's like I'm hearing 2 wings of the same bird. 2 wings of the same butterfly. It's just, it's like in this situation, whoever these 2 like figures are, which we might find out down here because we have 2 archetype cards right here. It's like whoever they are, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I don't know, it's like they just complement each other so well. Okay, we have cauldron, creation, opportunity, and caring. Yeah. Did I say this before? No. It's like the saying of like when preparation meets opportunity. That's kind of what this feels like. Like the parent in this situation has prepared the child so fully, and it doesn't have to be like a literal parent-child. It can be like that's just like a certain dynamic within a relationship. I am getting that sense for a lot of you that it will be like a parent-child. What's interesting is I'm seeing these 3 spoons, and so far there's just been like 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. And now there's 3. Maybe your child is expecting. Or if you're the child, maybe you are expecting. It's something unexpected though. So maybe, yeah, because there's like something brewing here with this cauldron. It's like there's creation happening. It doesn't have to be a physical child. It definitely can be, because of the 3. It was like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 3. But what's interesting is it starts with 1, even though this isn't the first card I pulled out. Well, you know what's interesting is there's like 2 here and then 1. So you can have 2 children. Hang on, I want to see these. We have the prince. You could have a son. And the father. Oh my gosh. Romantic charm and potential for power. Talent for creating and supporting life. Positive guiding light with a tribal unit. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just really amazed by this. Like I kind of want to put the father over here and the prince over here, just because I feel like this whale is the father. This whale is the one offering this insight. It's like you have done everything in your power, and it's interesting because I'm getting like, you know, it's like a masculine energy here. Or maybe your son is becoming a father. I'm getting that as well, and that might be why it was over here first. But it's almost like they're interchangeable, right? Like it could have been unexpected that this child is wanting to like move forward and like get married and have a family right now, because maybe it's like how it says romantic charm and potential for power. Like maybe that's not exactly what you saw coming from this person, but it's almost like you set a really good example and they want to follow it. They want to yeah, it's like because of that unexpected feeling that I was having here. It's like it's something you didn't see coming from this person, but it's like that's a testament to how well you've shown them. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna actually move this back. You know, because we're in the cauldron is getting stirred, right? It's like this roll is now over here and this roll is now over here. And it's the same as like how this is like 2 wings of the same bird, right? How this is all that energy. And so it's like the ultimate support, but also interchangeable. Like, yeah, it's like the roles are like getting swirled up, but in like a really beautiful, positive way, like a way that you might not have necessarily seen coming. Yeah, we have Ein here, leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Yeah, that might be the advice that you gave to someone, that you gave to this person, because I was getting that imparting of wisdom. And maybe you're like, you know, you have all these plans for your life with this Prince energy. You have all these plans for your life, but if you've met the one, if you've Like, if you know how you want to start the next chapter of your life already, that's perfectly okay. Like, that's beautiful and wonderful, and you should not, push that to the side just because your ego tells you that you should be doing something else. Like this. It's like using power for self-aggrandizement. Like, he has the flowers behind his back. He's got his scarf like flowing in the wind. It's like charm just for the sake of charm, I guess. When all this person actually wanted was to maybe, follow in your footsteps, to follow your wisdom, to kind of be like you if you're the older figure here. Yeah, and we have prosperity, abundancia or something. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. That could just be like, I'm hearing love, because this is all very fatherly energy, and then this card is like completely orange, and orange is like a sacral energy. Orange is like a feminine energy. So it's really interesting because like maybe you were a single parent, and you poured a lot of your energy into this. You've poured a lot of your, oh my gosh. Okay, so sorry to cut my thought off there, but it's almost like how I'm saying these are like interchangeable, how the father is now becoming the prince. So it's like maybe now that your child or children are like out into the world and they're succeeding and they're doing well, like maybe it's finally opening you up to allowing something in for yourself. Because like I said, these like energies are like swirling around, like they could be in either place, and you are both. You're the father and the prince. And then with the sleep of faith, it makes me think that sorry, I'm also seeing the child here like leaping from prince to father. Do you see that? She's like leaping. But it's almost like now that your job is done, I think this is the advice for you, is to open yourself up. Maybe you were so focused on being like, maybe you were a single parent, or you were raised by a single parent, if you were the child in this instance. And now it's like the parents' time to shine, also because their children are shining and they're happy. And so it's like, okay, so that is done. I can look over here and find what fulfills me. Okay, and then let's pull this last one here. Oh my gosh, Isis has just been everywhere. Isis has been everywhere. So definitely look up Isis. Isis transforms into a bird, so it makes sense. And she's also like the ultimate healer. Like her husband died, and she gathered all of his body parts. They were scattered all over. I don't know if it was just Egypt or if it was Africa in general. I think it was just Egypt. But anyway, his body parts were like scattered all over Egypt, and she turned her grief into something. Maybe you're a widow. That's not necessarily the case, but it's like maybe your relationship with your children's other parent like left you with some grief, and maybe you were worried that like the grief affected you too much. But no, this is like you did a really, really phenomenal job if you're the parent in this instance. And so it's interesting because it's almost like this too. Sorry, I keep jumping from thought to thought, but like maybe like your love life has been on the back burner for so long it feels like a past life. I'm getting that. But also, okay, so Isis, like, she went around, she gathered all of Osiris's body parts, she put them back together enough to conceive their child. So this could be something where, like, the parent passed away and, like, the mother passed away in childbirth, or like the father passed away when the child was very young. Something along those lines. Not necessarily, but I am getting that coming through pretty strongly. So, but yeah, it's like, so you're finally like the soft threshold. Now, a soft threshold, even though it's talking about like your children going out into the world, that's kind of a big threshold, right? But it's like your children, or you are so prepared for it, like that it's a soft threshold. It's a soft landing, I'm hearing. So yeah, I think Virgo, this is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If this is your story, you are being told to go out and grab life. You're being told to finally, not that you weren't putting yourself first, because I feel like raising children who are going to be successful, it takes a parent that like also puts themselves first. It's like they don't just do everything for everyone else. Like, they show self-worth and things like that. So I don't know what made me say that, but something did. Anyway, Virgo, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can, you do all the things, the like, the comment, the share. You can donate to my channel. Every little bit helps. I appreciate all of your feedback. I love hearing your guys's, like, how you relate to this readings and whatnot. So this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can do all the things. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.